To APEC, and leaders of 10 Pacific Rim economies have been stunned and angered by Canada's abrupt withdrawal from a signing ceremony for a lucrative trade agreement. The Trans-Pacific Partnership aims to lower tariffs and open up trade for countries with a combined GDP of $12 trillion. And it was to have been sealed in Vietnam last night, but instead it's been left in limbo by Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Our Southeast Asia correspondent Liam Cochrane is at the APEC summit in Da Nang.
The Trans-Pacific Partnership was supposed to be a done deal. The 11 trade ministers had reached agreement and invited their leaders to a signing ceremony. Presidents and prime ministers sat around the table and waited. When the host of the talks, Japan's Shinzo Abe, finally entered, he had some bad news. Canada had raised some last-minute objections and there would be no deal. Australia's Trade Minister Steve Trudeau was there.
Well, it's less than ideal to have every leader and trade minister from the other 10 countries sitting around the table and not have Canada there.
One official involved in the talks put it bluntly, saying the Canadians screwed everybody. Steve Trudeau put it more gently.
Look, it's disappointing that we have a situation now where, unfortunately, on TPP leaders have had to cancel the meeting at the last-minute request from Canada, from Prime Minister Trudeau, to not have that meeting take place.
It's the second dramatic setback for the Trans-Pacific Partnership after Donald Trump withdrew the United States as one of his very first acts as president. Mr. Trump was also in Da Nang explaining to business leaders his vision for the global economy, and it was a vision that places America first.
The United States will no longer turn a blind eye to violations, cheating, or economic aggression. Those days are over. We will no longer tolerate the audacious theft of intellectual property. We will confront the destructive practices of forcing businesses to surrender their technology to the state and forcing them into joint ventures in exchange for market access.
It was clear China was the target of President Trump's ire.
I do not blame China or any other country, of which there are many, for taking advantage of the United States on trade. If their representatives are able to get away with it, they are just doing their jobs. I wish previous administrations in my country saw what was happening and did something about it.
It was a much more aggressive stance than anything the United States president had said while he was in Beijing in recent days. Chinese leader Xi Jinping, speaking at the same event, took a different approach, saying the One Belt, One Road network of expanded land and sea trade routes is Beijing's idea, but will bring prosperity to all involved.
China's steps towards openness won't stop. We will work together with various countries to push forward construction of the Belt and Road Initiative and increase motivation for joint development.
Xi Jinping did not address Mr. Trump's accusations directly. This is Liam Cochrane in Da Nang reporting for Saturday AM.